Well, I'm here. Anybody else going to be here in a little bit? Let's see. See if I got it all set up right here. I'm not sure if I did or not. Okay, I think it says I'm live and I'm public and everything it needs to say, I think. I got to go get signed into some account. Hey, Sandy, good morning. Hey, Terry, good morning. Hey, Lisa. Hi. Well, I got some work to do up here. I got 2 orders to fill and I got to get signed into the other computer. And it's giving me problems. Hey, Carol. Hey, Cheryl. Y'all need anything from the shop? Can I show you anything? I'm going to pull off my shoes. I still got my shoes on. I'm going to pull them off. Hey, Kathy Waits. If I go on about some of my business, you got girls want to chat with each other? I'm running to Home Depot. You still doing your work. I wish you was out here redoing my house. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Kim. Y'all are popping in here. Now, Kim says hi to Cheryl. I'm probably going to have the day to myself today. I babysitted yesterday, and Terry was around too. But today, Terry's going back to the hayfield. So it's just me here by myself. Me and you guys. Me and you is going to be here today. And I don't know what I want to do other than I got to do them orders. What should I do? Do I have something? I need to start a new project is what I need to do. Cheryl got the butterfly quilt done and label on, ready to get fabrics picked out for the next one. I got an email. No, it wasn't an email. It was a message on Facebook this morning. They were having in July, they were going to have a Toys for Tots banquet to raise money for the local Toys for Tots. And they were accepting donations for the silent auction and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about doing a quilt for that. Should I give one? I may give one I've already made. Then again, I might make one, but I don't have very many days to do it. If I really put my mind to it, I might be able to get one by, it's just about the first week in July. I think it may be July the 10th. I'm not sure on that. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Linda Peterson. How are you this morning, Linda? Been a few days since I've seen you. How you doing? Okay, Sarah's at the doctor, so you can't stay. Hey, I understand. We all got things we have to do. I know how busy I am sometimes. And yesterday with those little girls here, I wouldn't have been able to talk to anybody. Yes, I hope Sarah gets a good report. I see Terry going down to the house on the side by side. Wonder, I bet he's going after his water jug, reckon. He was hooking up the tractor. I can see out this big window a little bit of what's going on if I'm paying attention. Linda Peterson's been doing good. Y'all say hi to Linda Peterson. Kim Burris, I cleaned the built-in shelves in my walk-in closet. I was shocked at what all I found, but it's ready to put a few things back now. You tossed a lot of stuff. There's so much I need to do. I'm not going to get everything done. And Lydia, I've forgotten where Lydia's from. I just can't remember everything. I can't. Conway, that's right. I remember that now. I knew I should have remembered Conway. I should have knew that. I was thinking, I ought to know this. I ought to know this. So Lydia's in my state, you guys. Not, what, an hour and a half away, maybe? Hour and a half drive? That fruit cocktail recipe is a nice recipe, very sweet. Those blackberry dumplings that I made the other day, I don't think they would be my favorite, but not to say I won't make them again. But they weren't. They, I like the crust and stuff. So those were just kind of soggy dumplings. Well, I do have to get busy doing something, even if it's the wrong thing. I got to do it. Hi, Kathy Jackson. Kim, I have 20 by 20 by 8-inch box packed full of fabric that I'm giving to a friend for her church group. It weighs about 35 pounds. That's a bunch. I want to go through some of my stuff and send some of my stuff to Cheryl. That's what I'm wanting to do. I hope she don't expect it right away, but I'm wanting to. Cheryl's sews so much, she's going to need a lot more fabric, aren't you, Cheryl? All right, I got to do something, but I can't print them out, and I'm wanting to print them out so I can start filling them. Uh-oh. Warning, my connection was unstable. I said my connection was unstable. So it kind of kicked me off for a minute. It's what it said. If it goes to giving us trouble and I can't stay on here, well, you know what we'll do? We'll just say goodbye and sign off. Okay. Rita's gotta do something. Bless me. I sneezed. Do you know what? It's cooler up here in this house than it is my house where I do all that canning and stuff. Maybe I just need to bring my canner up here and work up this up. And it's unstable again. I had to sew a dress up in one day for a young lady for her shower. So Friday was all about sewing from 7 until 10. My thing keeps saying I'm losing connection. This little thing pops down and says I'm losing connection. So if you lose me, you'll know it's not doing great, not doing good. Oh, Kim, I bet you Cheryl would love it. I'm going to answer for her. I know she would love. See? And you'd see it again because we'd see it in Cheryl's projects. Okay, Kathy says she sees and hears me. I know something keeps popping down saying the connection, that I'm losing connection. It's done that twice. Oh, looky there. Cheryl, you just going to get a blessing from Kim. You are? Mm-hmm. Well, I got to do something. Let me move. I'm going to, and everything, all my things here are about half dead today. And they need plugged up. I'm going to move over here and see what I can do over here. Let me move. Hang on. Well, my phone's ringing. I bet that's Terry. Let me go see what Terry wants. Hello? I saw you go up and down the driveway. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm going to be up here at the quilt house for a while. Yes, it is. it's a whole lot cooler up here. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll talk to you. Huh? All right. All right. Okay. All right. Bye. That was Terry. He was fixing to leave to go to the hayfield. And I had my phone charging because my phone was almost dead. I'll put you right there. And this got my machine. So I kind of want to just sit here and sew with you guys. We can just sew together for a while and see who I missed. I see Mary Webb and Daisy May. And I saw Janet. Hey, Janet. Let's get us something to sew on. Want to? I want to just start another 3-yard quilt, but maybe make it a twin size. That's what I want to work on. I don't got my plugger upper for this thing. There it is. Everything's got to be plugged up, don't it? But I've got to cut something out before I can sew it. Majestic Mountain's going to be your next pattern. Hey, Helen. Hi, Helen. And what's Lisa doing? I may stay home and sew themselves backing for your double ready. It's hot out there, Lisa. Maybe you ought to just stay in where it's cool and sew. I'm studying what I want to do. There is a quilt I could put on the quilt machine. I like the Majestic Mountain blocks. I'd have to go look that up. I don't think I can right now. But hello, Becky. Did I see? Hey, Becky. I made a Majestic Mountains with a batik layer cake from Jordan Fabrics. We'll have to get borders and finish it. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Becky. Becky says, hey, Rita. I know I had to leave y'all for a second when the phone rang. Lots of different layouts to pick from. I gotta go look that up. But I don't want to unplug my phone yet to do a search on there. And I'm just sitting here doing nothing. There goes Terry going up the road, pulling the hay cutter. Helen's going to listen and sew. Then if you're going to listen and sew, that means I've got to be running my mouth and talking. means I gotta keep saying something, and I'm just rattling on like a scatterbrained old lady here. Hmm. Hmm. Surely out of these what fabric there's here, I could find something to sew on, couldn't I? Let me look around. Let me look for a minute, see what I can find. I need one of them little simple and make with use on it. You know what I think? Don't you like that one on the cover? You see that? I've never made that, but I've always wanted to. Reckon I can make that one? Not a whole lot of white. If I made it out of that pretty green over there. I'm studying. Hold it up again. That. That one right there. Wouldn't that be pretty? And I can't pronounce what it's called. It's called, let me find it. It's called Burgoyne surrounded quilt. Is it backwards? Is that backwards or can you read that? That's the name of it in this book. In this book, 1991 is the copyright on this book. I'm not on Restream, Lisa. So don't know how to share to bring anybody up on this one. This is just me by myself today, and I don't know how to share the link to bring you up. But I've always wanted to do that one. Let me see. 7.25 yards of that dark blue, and 2 3/4 of the white. 7, 8, 9. Be 10 yards of fabric in it. It might be real pretty in some of those blues. Hey, Marilyn. Howdy, howdy, howdy to Marilyn. Clean your bathroom floor with scrap batting pieces. First, using my foot to push along the floor to gather the dust. That sounds like something I'd do, Cheryl. Hi, Jackie. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go pick some fabric now because I think I'm going to start that one. May never finish it, but I'm going to have fun starting it anyway. Let me look here. Ooh, wouldn't it be pretty in this dark one? It probably needs to be a dark color, don't it? I'm really, really leaning toward this piece right here, though. What do you think? Got the little pink roses. What do you think about that? I'm going to go in here and see what's in this other room. I can't bring you because you're still charging over there. Or what about one of these? Do you like those? Would that be better? I might use that one with the white. Hey, Mary Wilson. Hey, Cooking Dairy Free and Alpha Gal. That's Nancy. Had to read that to realize that's Nancy. Mary Wilson, I'm working on a log cabin in blues and creams, using up a lot of smaller cuts. Let me show you. I'm looking at the one on the cover here. The one right there. Might do it in that bluish gray. That green's pretty. But that right there is just two fabrics. The leaf. You like the leaf? You like the leaf? But I don't know. To me, I kind of like this one though. And this could be like it could be more for a boy or a male, couldn't it? Because it wouldn't have all the flowers on it. Let me look. It's going to take a little over 7 yards of that blue, but let me see how big of a quilt it makes. I don't remember reading that. Oh, it's huge. It's 83 by 101. That's a big quilt. And it will take 7 1/4 yards of this, and then 2 3/4 of the white or the cream. That's almost a king size, ain't it? 83 by 101. That's a big quilt. The quilt is a 4 by 5 block straight set with sashing. But when it makes a block, but when you put the blocks together, it kind of got that secondary design, don't it? I don't know if you're seeing that or not. The light's kind of bad. There's the block you make. Some of those strips are little bitty strips too. Some of them little and some of them bigger. 85 by 108 is a full size. I thought that was more like a king size. Thought I had something around here that'd tell, but you make the strip sets and cut them, but y'all know how to do that. King's 110 by 110. 90 by 108 is queen. So what do y'all think? The blue? This swirl? I think it's this one. This is the one I'm leaning toward. And I'll tell you what, I got this fabric on sale, so it's not gonna have a whole gob of money in it. The pattern said 80. I've got to leave this open so I can see that. 83 by 101. And each finished block is 15 inches. Blue with the swirls. Let me see. And that green one sure is pretty, but you know what? I've been saving this one for an Irish chain, this green. Oh, I found another pretty one. Look at this. This is pretty too, but it's kind of blue and purple and pink. So if I won't use it, I'll go with the manly colors. All right, I'm going to go see what I want to use for the other one. You think the bleached white? Like that? You think that one? Or does it need to be kind of a porcelain? I believe these two. How about these two right here? What do you think? You think a yes? Okay, y'all are, oh no, I'm not. Now I'm adding another project. Do y'all have this? You know what? I bet you could find this book someplace. Or I tell you what, it's so old. If y'all wanted a copy of the pattern, I could just kind of photocopy and send it to you if you wouldn't tell on me. Maybe it'd be okay. What I ought to do, I ought to cut somebody a kit's what I ought to do instead of start it myself. Would anybody be interested in a copy of the pattern and me cut the fabric for them? I could do that too. It is a lot of tiny squares, Jackie. But aren't they sweet when they get put together? Isn't that pretty? And we ain't going to have to match a whole lot of colors. You take both. Let me study on that. I'm going to start cutting, though. I really am. Wow, I see you will be live at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, that's tonight. Yeah, I set up a live stream tonight with the panel and stuff. That's 8 o'clock. Did I set it up wrong? I must have set the wrong time. I need to go change that because it was going to be at 8 o'clock tonight, Sarah. So I may have messed that up. I may have a mistake. Won't be the first one I've ever made. And then this one this morning, with this morning AM, did I mess up this morning? Leave it to me to make some mistakes. All right, I'm gonna put y'all right here, and I'm gonna start cutting this. I really am. Let me prop you up here a little bit. Now, when I go back there, I won't be able to see all of the chat, so you just have to listen to me yak to you. Tell you what, every little move I'm a-making. Take my book here. I'm going to do it. I am. I don't have the light on back here yet. What happens if I turn the light on? Can you still chat with each other while I do this? Now, I'm not going to measure out the 7-something yards. I'm just going to go cut my strips right off of it. I wish I'd have brought my other project from the house up here, but I didn't. I'll have to work on it when I'm down there, and this one when I'm up here. That edge is really off. All right, let me see what it says it wants me to do here. From the dark blue fabric, cut 109 by 92 inch rectangle. What? What? Let me sit here and figure this out. The first thing it tells me to do is from the dark blue fabric, cut 109 by 42 inch rectangle. Now, what am I supposed to do with that? Really? Let me keep reading, okay? Cut 11 3.5 by 109 inch strips. Set 4 of the 11 strips aside for the borders. I don't know. This may be the reason I've never made this one. From each remaining strip, cut 7 3.5 by 15 inch sashing strips for a total of 49 sashings. I'm so confused. Got to be easier than that. Let me study this a minute. And then cut 140 by 42 inch rectangle. They're not making no sense to me. So am I setting aside this? All righty, I'm going to have to make a copy so I can write on some of this. From 136 by 42 inch rectangle, cut 14 2.5 by 42 inch strips. From each strip, cut 12. I'm so confused. But if they're talking 2.5 by 42, at least that 42 is that's the width of the fabric, isn't it? I may have to do a test one here. Hi. Good morning. Let me see, Diamond family, Kimberly. Am I right? Is that Kimberly? Sounds like cut pieces that are quilt kits. Then you subcut from them. No. I hear you, Marilyn. Hi, Kathleen. Surely I can get this figured out, though. Strip set. Oh, well, it's just fabric. If I start cutting and mess it up, be on my nickel, won't it? Kimberly, y'all say hi to Kimberly, the Dimog family. Let's just turn the page. That's surely I could figure that out though. That's what it looks like on there. Surely I'm not so silly I can't figure it out if I just put my mind to it. Because I really do want to do it. You finished your poppy quilt. Now I'm working on a strawberry one for my niece's first birthday coming up. They want those long lengths of white so you aren't piecing the borders. Well, I didn't even read about the white yet, Kathleen. From the white, cut 41.5 by 42-inch strips. Set 10 strips aside for the inner border. Use the remaining strips for strip sets 1, 2, 4, and 5. And then 12, 2.5 by 42. Patch A. Oh, well. Rita, I'm glad you're inside and not picking up taters. You know what? I'm proud of us. We finished them taters, and they're put down to see if they're going to keep or not. I think Terry's going to get some lime and put on them, and maybe they'll keep. And the beans, this heat's just destroyed the beans, so I'm done with the beans. Off the white, can't remember the other side. I thought you said cut it. It did, Kathleen. Kathleen, the first thing said 109 by 42-inch rectangle. Cut 11 3.5 by 109-inch strips. Set 4 of the 11 strips aside for borders. From the remaining strip, cut 7 3.5 by 15.5-inch sashing strips for a total of 49 sashes. That's what it said. I'm not going to try to make y'all figure this out over there. You have to look at it here and see what we can figure out. But the sashings, where'd them sashings go? Sashings got to go all the way around it, don't it? For the best use of fabric, first cut the large pieces across the 42-inch width of fabric as described. From each large piece, cut the strips and rectangles that are listed below it. The 42-inch long strips can be used for strip piecing, or if you prefer, individual pieces can be cut from these strips for traditional piecing. The borders are cut longer than necessary, but they are trimmed after they are sewn to the quilt top. But 109 inches, how much? 30, that's 2 yards and something, ain't it? Three, what is that? Is that 3 yards? That'd be kind of hard to cut, wouldn't it? Are y'all as confused as I am? Hi, Linda Brookshire. I'm sitting here confusing myself and everybody else, Linda. Well, all right. So if I want 109, Let me find my tape measure. Where did it go? The girl had it the other day. Well, I'm looking for the tape measure. And I don't know where it's at. Still didn't find it. So there's 30. There'd be 60. I'm going to do it like it says. And there's 90. 60, 90. And there's 100. And there's 109 right there. I'm going to do what it told me to do and see if it makes more sense as I go along. Let's get this out of the way. Now, I'm going to follow it. Cut 11, 3.5. Cut 11, 3.5 by 119 inches. 109 inches. Let's go this way. Now, I've just kind of folded it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to do this. So I'm going to cut through a whole bunch of layers. Be 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not well. Going to be a bunch of them by the time I get them cut. Hope this blade's sharp. I'm going to trim off that edge right there. Get them straight as I can. Now, Now let's see. To 11, 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. That's what they wanted me to do. There's 2 of them. There's 3, 4. Five, 6. Seven, 8. Don't move on me. 9, 10. Let's see. All right. I made 12 of them, and I didn't have, that was my scraps. I'm going to take one of these, so it only called for 11. And stuff. Now, let's see what it wants me to do with this one. From each remaining strip, cut 7, 3.5 by 15.5. No, said 4 of the 11 strips aside for the borders. 4 of them's going to be the borders. 1. Okay, those are the borders. Let me write that on there. Talking to myself over here. I'm reading. I'm playing around with a new pattern, an old pattern, but a new one that I haven't done yet. And it's confusing me. So I'm just talking to myself and letting y'all talk to each other. What I'm trying to do, what I thought, no reason, but I just thought it'd be fun to do that one. So that's what I'm cutting the pieces for. And it seems like their instructions are confusing me. But I've done that. Let me see. Now, cut 11, set 4 for the borders. I'm going to find me some pencil and paper. Hi, Ginger. Let me get something to make some notes with. And the way I cut these borders, I won't have to piece them together. They're already long strips. Okay, 4 borders, and they're 3.5 by 109. So I'm going to just stick that on there and put it to the side because it may be a few days before I come back to this part. Maybe a few years. Okay, there's that. Now on all these others, they want me to cut 15.5 inches. And I'm supposed to have 49 of these. 49, that's an odd number, ain't it? Isn't that kind of an odd number? I did. I said a few years. I did. Y'all caught that, didn't you? All right, now, I wish I wouldn't have unfolded them now. I'm going to cut those 15.5 inches right there. So for 49 of them. It may take me a few years to get this thing cut out, reckon. I guess they're trying not to have as many seams in it, like Kathleen told us. I I think it'll be like could be a man quilt, and wouldn't have to. Everything I do seems like I do with pretty flowers and stuff. But this will be pretty, but it won't be all florally and pinky and all those colors. Okay, back over here to cut these pieces. Let me move y'all, and I'll just take y'all over here, and we'll just cut them pieces right there together. Right here. Let me see if I can cut these without. Maybe they didn't get unfolded, and I can do 2 at a time. They're long. Yeah, I'll do that. Go right here. Be careful with them and not get them messed up. Read it one more time. It did say 15.5, didn't it? Hand sewn and hand quilted quilt at the thrift store yesterday for $3. Take all your cut pieces, your notes, and your pattern and put it in a tote. I need to do that. I'm starting to do that more so than what I used to. Sometimes it takes a while just to get them cut. Let me see that. Those are still squared up there. Kind of glare on my ruler. Do y'all have glares on your ruler sometimes? I want to get a marker and make a mark there so I can see that every time. Now I'm going to do that. I just like looking at that in that picture. That swirl just kind of pretty, ain't it? So there's 4. Well, see if I can get them straightened back up. 15.5. Now there's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Wonder how long that is. You know what? I think that's 15 and a half. Measure that. That looked almost exact. Well, it is. Those are already 15 and a half, those last two. Imagine that. That mean I did it perfect? Is that what that means? Let me see. Yeah, Kimberly's pretty new to quilting. But these gals, they can sure give you lots of good advice, Kimberly. Don't follow me. I'm just going to make you laugh. All I ever want to do is start a project. I start more than I finish. But Kimberly's on her 4th quilt. I'm proud of her. She's doing good. And she's real enthused about it. Get it square. Has a deal right now for bottles and sticks. 25 bottles and sticks. I missed something. Label your quilts for sure. That I know. I tell people to do that and then I don't do it. Sometimes it's a day's work just cutting one out, ain't it? Before you even get started. Well, that come out just a little. One of those come out just a little short. My last quilt, I had almost 500 1.5 inch squares, so the Elmer's glue stick was my best friend to keep them straight. I could have a different ruler to cut this with. But I'll just go ahead and use this one. Well, J. Mary, I went to Walmart. No break. Fifteen and a half. Talking to myself. We're talking about a good sale on Elmer's glue. I'm, you know what? Kimberly, I'm going to talk to myself over here, and I'm just going to let y'all talk with each other over there. And maybe every once in a while I'll look up and see what y'all are talking about, and y'all try to figure out what I'm talking about. We're just going to keep each other company in our own little world. How about that? You ever feel like you're just in your own little world sometimes? I do. That's the way I feel. I'll have to get quite a bit of this cut out before I can even figure out what I'm doing, I think. Never. I haven't either, Cheryl. I've never used glue. I think I've got some glue sticks here in the shop. Because one time when we were doing that Bergello quilt, and we had to have, we glued our little fabrics onto a chart. But that's the only time I used it. Keeps the seam so straight and no pins. That has quilted for years told me about the glue. Put the glue on and press it so the glue sets, and then you sew. Huh. Hey, no, know me. I glue basted for close to 10 years, but now you spray based and it's much quicker. Cheryl, for some things, the glue is far better than the spray. Extra when the pieces are small and you can just iron them on. So, if it gets on your iron, it just wipes off. 500 tiny squares, question mark. I just made a block using 36 tiny squares and I thought that was a lot. I should try the glue stick. Do you get the white or the purple color? I'm afraid to use purple on the white. Oh, Nomi gets purple to see where the glue is. Two more of them to go. It all washes out. These last two pieces got all unfolded, so I'm just going to do one at a time, one layer at a time. Lot of little squares. You're making the poppy quilt. Is it got that new community page? Is it got where y'all can post pictures of your projects? I know we'd all love to see each other's projects, but Kimberly, the Diamond family, you've got your quilt on your YouTube page, don't you? YouTube video. It's in a extra house on the farm. It's across the pasture from my house where I live. So it's not really in my house. And so things are at my house and things are up here. I always wash them before I use them or give them away. You posted. I know I saw it on your Facebook page, but I was wondering if it was on the YouTube channel too, is what I was wondering. And the girls could go check it out on your YouTube channel, because I'm not sure how many of them here are friends with you on Facebook. Oh, you haven't made a YouTube video in a long time? Well, I didn't know. One more. Make an updated video. Yes, you do. You sure do. And these ladies on here, they'll encourage you a whole lot, Kimberly. And you can learn a whole lot from them. That's what, and Kimberly, that's what I want everybody to feel like. We're just no quilt please. We all just kind of encourage each other and tell each other what we like or don't like, and just I just that's what I like about it. I hope y'all ain't watching me make a big mess this morning on my project here. But I just wanted to act like I was doing something. Cheryl, should spray base. We're talking about friends and encouragement and spray basting and glue all at the same time. When I started my first quilt, I struggled. Then I read a quote saying, "A perfect quilt is a finished quilt. Mine aren't perfect, but you're sure enjoying the journey." I tell you what, the finished one is a. But anyway, just enjoy doing it. Just enjoy. I'm not going to tell nobody not to start one till they finish another one. There's a lot of these ladies on here. They won't start one till they finish one, but not me. I'm total opposite. I just see a pattern and some fabric, and that want to start that and something. So I need to control myself better. It's kind of like the same way with food. I can't control myself when it comes to food sometimes either. Oh, yeah, guess what? I did what that said. I cut that 109 inches, and now I've got those borders, and I've got these, which they said was sashing. I followed the directions, believe it or not. Now, let me see what's next. Let me make a pile for my scraps right there. All right, I can check that off of my thing here, my list. Okay, now we're going to cut 140 by 42 inch rectangle and cut 7 5.5 by 42 from each strip. Cut 12 3.5 by 5.5 for patch A. All right, here we go again. I'm going to move these, and I'm going to move y'all back out of my way because I need this spot right here. Okay, right there you go. Let me see what they call those pieces. 49 sashings. Hey, 49 sashings. One 40 by 42. These odd numbers are almost a little more harder to cut, I think. And I think I better allow just a little bit because I almost come short on those others. I didn't realize they had to be so close. Just 30. Might be better to have too much and be too short. $40 by 42. All right. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it about 41. If I cut it 42, maybe that'd be enough. Now, cut 7 5.5 by 42. Five and a half. I think I had 5 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. I'm gonna I'm gonna put me just a little sticker there because I keep having a hard time finding that line. So right there is where I want to go. Two, three. 4. 5. 6. And 7. And what am I going to do with that last little piece there? There's that. Now, got a little bit more here. What do they want done with it? I don't want to cut all these little pieces out, and almost feel like that's what they're making me do. I want to go on to the strip sets. All right. I'm gonna cut me some little pieces and start sewing them. See if I can get this to make more sense than what it's making right now. Because now they want me to cut all them up, and I don't want to cut all them up until I get something sewed together. So when do I cut the 1.5 inch pieces? Now that's a 1.5 inch strip. Got to cut a bunch of them. I might cut a bunch of them and start sewing them, and see what happens from there. Because I think I'm going to leave this project up here with the fabric, and as I need more, it'll be right here where I want it. I wonder how many I'm supposed to cut of them anyway. Let me go back and look. 28 of these right here. That's 5 of my 28. Six. Seven. Eight. Nine. All right, there's 10. I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna cut all the 28 because I'm gonna cut some of that other color and start sewing. I'm ready to sew. Ooh, that'd be pretty. Hmm. I'm tempted to use this as the background. You can't see it, but it's got a little bitty white dot in it. I think I'm going to. I think I just changed my mind on the white background. Get some of these cut, and I'm going to come over there and sew and see what y'all have been talking about. Three. I'm going to cut 10 of them. Now, I don't have them all cut, but I'm going to start sewing some of them and start making some of the strip sets. Hi, Pamela. And I'm going to sew these on my, right there, on my 301. Isn't that what it is? That's not a very good angle, though, is it? Give me a box in a little bit. Move this way. Nobody else quilting. Let's see. What are y'all talking about? Glad Matt Jordan and the family's carrying on Donna's legacy. I'm going to prop it up just to make a little bit different angle here. Up. You're sliding all over the place. Sliding everywhere. That ain't going to work, is it? You're going to fall off the table. Well, how about that? Turn on my light. Now, this little machine, it's going to go fast. And on the first strip set, I'm going to take 2 of these prints and 1 of those white ones and do that. Good morning, yo, Patty. Fix and go turn the air conditioner a little bit. It was nice in here when I first come in. Seemed like the more up in the day it gets, the more warmer it's getting to be. Put here. This machine's not loud, is it? It's just kind of quiet. See you later, Linda. Use Sewology thread from Hobby Lobby for quilting. Thanks for stopping by and visiting with us, Linda. Don't know if I got any scissors in here. And I don't think I got a thread cutter there. Well, I gotta go find my something to snip these threads with. Started sewing on my featherweight. Did you know that brother presser feet fit? I didn't know that. Let me go find something to trim threads with. I can't leave it under there. I gotta cut it with something. Yeah, I love sewing with my featherweight, but this new little machine's not going to be a bad little machine to sew with either. Now let's get. I only use 50 weight thread to use without breaking the bank. I know this. Some of this thread like this right here is expensive. It really is. And I'm not a thread snob, but I just kind of on my featherweights, I was trying to keep a good thread in it. What weight is that? Oh, I'm almost messed up. Almost messed up. I almost sewed those two dark ones together, and I want that one on the white one. I almost made a mistake. You think it is? It sounds good, don't it? And you know, this little sewing machine goes fast too. I think it's going to be a little workhorse. I haven't done much on it. I tell you what, this will be the quilt that I'll sew on this machine. Maybelline's working on another spring rain. That little green machine, she needs to start something, don't she? These strips are so little, I had to keep pushing that little strip out of the way. Now, it is powerful. Get me a little scrap of this box. All right, there's my first little strip set. I got to make 4 of those. Not going to be pretty together, though. Let me make 4 of them. Then I'll go on to the next set. Rather use Coates and Clark Sewology. See, Sewology seems to break more. This is the neat little machine. All right, let me get me some more of these. Gotta make 4 sets. 50-50, my piece. Oh, J. Mary. Time's it getting to be anyway. Oh my, it's almost noon, ain't it? My husband's not coming in for lunch, but I probably need to go back to the other house in a little bit. I'll stay up here. I tell you what, I'll stay up here till about 12:30, maybe 12:30, and then I'll go down to the other house. I may go back and sew down there. With him not being here, I can kind of do what I want to. With no beans to can, no taters to pick up, I'll just do what Rita wants to do. If y'all will keep me company. One, two, three. One more. Hey, Marla. I'm up here. Terry's went to cut hay, and I'm up here at the quilt house, hanging out with you guys today for a little bit. Maybe a long time. And I started a new project, Marla. Just because I wanted to. And you know, I like this 301. Oh, and you know what? Let me show you. I'm going to show you something else. It's not my machine. Look at this one. Let's see if I can get it. Looky there. That's not mine. Deborah got that one and left it up here. But it's another 301. Ain't that pretty? I hope I've got it in the picture. And here I put the little green machine. Looky there. The little green machine's right there. There's just machines all over the place. That one's Deborah's. That tuxedo one is Deborah's, but she's going to leave it up here to sew on when she comes up here. Well, Marla, I've started a new project out of this old book here. It's going to be that one right there. That project right there. And I can't even pronounce it. Isn't it awful? You're making a quilt you can't even pronounce. Burgundy surround. Burgoyne surrounded quilt. It's like on this cover right here. And I'm using this fabric with the white background. So I'm just having fun today. Just enjoying the time by my quietness by myself with you guys. Deborah got the, yes, she did. She did. She got it from Michelle. I couldn't decide at first which one I wanted. And so Deborah got I got one and Deborah got the other one. Yeah, and I still got Mona Carolina and Maybelline. And I still haven't named that green one. I haven't sewed much on it. Maybe after I sew on it a little bit. And I guess this old gal right here needs a name too. Bye, Kathy. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Linda's Trendy Threads. Hello. Yeah, this little old thing, she just sewing up a storm. So fast, it makes a pretty stitch. One. Okay, I'm gonna make 4 of these strip sets, so I'm gonna keep working on them till I get them. I better get back to sorting through stuff. I went to get this house on the market and sold, so you can move on. So you're fixing up your house that would be a job. I've lived in my old house for over 30 years, and boy, it would sure be a job to have to move, but I kind of want to build a cabin and have another house to live in. And I thought I had Terry talked into it, but bless his heart, he's not in real good physical shape, and he don't want to hire anybody to do it. So what am I supposed to do? I hate to nag about something that he's not able to do. The featherweight shop sells one with markings, but they are expensive. Okay. I missed the question that Kathleen asked. I'll let Marla answer it. When somebody asks a question, y'all are more smarter anyway, so I'll let y'all answer them. I know, but trailers in Arkansas and Tornado Alley, is that, I know what you're saying. Jay, is that what you mean, Jay Mary? I could not live in a trailer in Arkansas. Too many tornadoes. I thought that's where you were going with that. They come in the middle of the night, and just any time, day or night, they can hit and blow things away, can't they, Jay Mary? I don't like nighttime storms either. No. And that's when they'll come blow trees down and everything else too. There's 2 of mine. First strip set. Got to make 4. How about an underground house? I've been seeing some of them on YouTube, and they are supposed to be easy to cool and heat. I think that'd be a good idea to have a part underground house, because it'd be easy to cool and heat, and it'd be safe from the storms. I think that'd be neat. Hi, hey Lisa back. Y'all are probably just off working and listening. What I'm assuming. Well, Lisa's saying hi to Marla. Need to go run some errands. I'm going to try to be on here some today because Terry's not around. And then let me see. I set up a live stream for tonight if I set it up right. If y'all hadn't seen that one, I'm going to try to do the restream tonight with the panel. And then will I be on here again in the morning when the girls come to the quilt shop? Probably. Will y'all come visit with us? Your setting, I should be up doing something. Hey Marla, I should be doing something besides this too. I need to be up doing real work. This is not real work. This is just a hobby. But I hadn't sewed any in several days with all those other things I was doing. So I was going to treat myself to starting a new project and sewing today. That way I don't get depressed about that other stuff I have to do. Well, I know. What am I going to fix for them? I don't know. I need to fix them something good. But I don't know what. I don't have any fresh blackberries or fresh peaches, but you know what? A blackberry cobbler or a peach cobbler sounds good, don't it? But that means I got to turn the oven on. And I don't want to turn the oven on much in this heat. How was your first pan? Oh, that was delicious. It was so good. And yesterday when the little girls were here, I had just a little bit that we didn't eat, and I had in the refrigerator. And those little girls was eating that fried okra, just picking it up with their fingers and eating it cold for part of their lunch. So that okra was good okra. make some berry dumplings so you can brag about them. I think it's great that you brag about good dumplings. Good morning, Francis. I see Francis. Hey, Francis. Those blackberry dumplings were there. They just so-so. I can at least say I've tried them now, though. And I would eat them, but they wouldn't be my favorite, but they were okay. But sometimes we need to make stuff that everything don't have to be our favorite, does it? Yeah, y'all say hi to Frances. She's popped in to visit with us today. And let me see, I said I was leaving at 12:30, but I got 30 more minutes. I can get some more soda. 30 more minutes. All right, let me go back to my directions here. Okay, strip set 1. It's 4 of them, and they're made. But I think I'll put me a little note on that. Because in case I don't get back to it. It's hot and humid. Yes, it is. Hey, Dog Ben. Let me fix this. Strip set 1, make 4. Now, let's see what strip set 2, and then I'll probably have to cut some more pieces here in a minute. Oh, I'm going to make 8 of these. 8 of these. Let me see. A watermelon in a big bowl and put in the fridge. Ooh, that sounds good too. My neck still don't move well. I'll go off the first Monday of the month at noon to test. You hear this little thing? She's going fast. Little girl's going fast. Well, I'm going to have to cut more pieces. I didn't cut enough, and I knew I didn't. So, cut 6 more. Yeah, I wish you ladies were all closer so you'd come sew with me. But I'm not really sure if we'd get anything done. We'd probably talk and eat and wouldn't sew. I did laundry this morning. Got laundry hanging on my line at the other house. It's doggle been. It's so humid here. I had water running out of my furnace from the fresh air intake. Just had a new AC and furnace installed last fall. They had to come out and put a drain sleeve in the PVC pipe. So the water's diverted away from the furnace and goes to the drain. I'm already ready for fall, you guys. I don't think I like summers anymore. I think it's easier for me to build a fire and stay warm than it easier to stay warm than it is to get cooled off sometimes. I got to cut some more of these strips. Go back over here. Don't have enough of them yet. Let me cut some of these white ones and then I'll cut some more of the blue ones. Just barely cut enough to get started with. Well, I moved it. I wasn't going to move it. And I wiggled it. 3, 4, 5. Six. 7. 8. 9. I'll have to cut some more, but that'll get me started again. Get some more of these. Put these over here. Move it over there. It'll fall off the table if I get it too close to the edge. Three. Four. 5. 6. Oh, did you move on me? Hope you didn't. Nah, you're okay. Seven. I'm shooting for 10. Two more. Cut a little, sew a little, cut a little, sew a little. That's what I'm going to do. Have rain tomorrow and Friday. Not a lot of chance, but possible. It is a good day to sew and stay inside, ain't it? Flour and tomatoes. Look, your flowers and tomatoes look good. They have moisture and hot weather. And Dogger Ben's eating on fresh watermelon and cantaloupe. I think they're a little low, aren't they, J. Mary? Let me see. I'm gonna have to make 8 of these. So let me see if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those will be for the next one. Okay. Got a little thunderstorm at 9 p.m. last night, but only for about 20 minutes and only cooled off to 84. All right, I'm sewing again. I am gonna sew on spring rain when I get back where that other project is. I am. And I'm going to go in there in just a minute. I'm going to get out a quilt that I'm going to donate to the Toys for Tots. I think I know which one. I think I'm going to do that garden for Harper if it's still in there. Go to take food to the coffee shop for tomorrow morning. Bye, Doggle Ben. Thanks for stopping by and visiting. The 102 at Francis's house today. Oh my goodness, Francis. Oh, you better stay in and stay cool too at that temperature. Church has a coffee shop open to the public from 7 to noon, Monday to Saturday. That sounds like a pretty nice little social event to go to. That's hotter than a little red wagon. That's hot, ain't it, Doggle Man? It looks, now the sun's shining out my window. But I'm not too bad in here. I'm telling you, it's cooler up here than it is at my house. Y'all tickle me with the things you say sometimes. You do. Stay inside. Yeah, stay inside. Hope you're... I tell you what, the little air conditioner is better in this place than it is at my house. Now, I'm kind of back in the back room where it's not quite as cool. But if I moved up to that other room where that thing is, it would be even better. But I can't stay up here all the time. Went to pulling on me. What did it do that for? What did the thread get messed up? What'd you do that for? Don't mess up on me now. I'm bragging on you. Let me slow down. I'm talking to my sewing machine. Come on, are you going to sew now? You kind of went to bunching up on me. All right, what's your problem? Stop it. Stop it. You hear me? You were sewing all nice and smooth. It was doing good. She was doing good till I bragged on her. You back to sewing, Francis? Been praying for you and your family. Up with no air conditioning, but we had windows for cross ventilation. I know. When we were kids, we didn't think anything about it. It was hot, but we didn't just a box fan or open the windows. I'm going to have to check this machine. She went to messing up on me. Check the bobbin first. Maybe that's what it was. Little old machines come to me real nice and clean. There ain't no fuzz or dust down in there. Wait till I sew a little bit and she'll be all fuzzy and dusty, won't she? Need to be cleaned again. Let's see if that was it. I think that thread had just slipped in the bobbin somehow. Are you back this? Let's see. How did we ever survive back in the days before central air? I don't know. I dropped my pieces in the floor. I want to sew 3 more of these before I leave. And let's see what time. Well, I'll just take the time to do 3 more of them. Told him. Hey, Kathy Waits. I need to, Kathy Waits. I really do. To supplement in the wintertime, so in case the fire goes out, we don't freeze in the wintertime either. I'm not sewing yet, have to do too much, if you know what I mean, but I ain't going to. But I am going to get back to it. There's 2. Thought I had 2 in my hand. We do miss Francis, don't we? Not so. We miss Francis a lot on the live streams. We do. Francis, if I go live when I go back to the other house, will you come up and chat with them again? Do you have enough time to do that or feel like that? Be just a few more minutes before when I go to the other house. Susan says my mom's going to be 84 years young on the 29th of this month. How old dog Ben? Got to have another tooth pull July the 28th. I got so many fake teeth now. Just glad they can take care of it. Yeah. And toothache. I tell you, there ain't nothing feel much worse than a toothache, too. I still got my real teeth. They're not very pretty, but I still got them. And I got this one tooth that kind of sticks back in there. And it almost looks like I don't got a tooth there, but it is. It just kind of pushed back in there. I've never had straight teeth. And I guess when I was little, my parents couldn't afford braces for me, so I have crooked teeth. But I've got my real teeth. My cousins from Southern, toothaches and earache are the worst, yes. Dog and my cousins from Southern Indiana were here last week. They're trying to get me to move. Won't be for a while if I do. The one retires next year. My teeth were never the best. They wasn't. And I envy people with pretty teeth. I do. But I just never had pretty teeth. And I think I used to not want my picture taken or not want to smile because my teeth weren't pretty. Your 97-year-old great aunt died with all of her teeth. You know, my mama had, just a couple, 2-3 years ago, had her teeth pulled. The dentist wanted her to pull them. And I think she's been miserable ever since. So she kept her teeth until she was up in her 80s. And then they wanted to pull them. And she ain't looked right or her teeth ain't been the same since, her mouth. But the dentist said, oh, we got to pull them. We got to pull them, and gave her some false teeth. And I don't think it worked real good for her. And I think if she had it to do over again, she wouldn't have had them pulled. She'd have just put up with what she had. And I know Frances will tell you, she had to have hers pulled too, and I don't think she's been real happy with hers either. Just hope Indiana doesn't make all the interstates toll roads. We'll just take the back roads. Don't think mine will last 90, but so far pleased with the doctor you have, yeah? Mine probably won't either, but let me see. Got to make 8 of this set here. I'm going to start one of them so I'll remind myself when I come back to it how I'm supposed to be a sewing. And this one's got the white on either side of the print. Used to have pretty teeth, but was given some antibiotics that caused them to discolor bad, then caused other issues. Now you have 2 partials. Bye, dog Ben. I'm fixing to end this live stream and go to the other place. I'll see y'all all again soon. I'll put this one under there. It's going to remind me what I'm doing when I come back up here. I said, oh, I can look at it and said, oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, that's under the machine. I'm gonna turn her off, and I'll see you all guys again real soon. Bye, Doggle Ben. Yeah, I know my mama hates hers too, Frances. And I think if she had a do-over, I don't know if she'd have done it if she had it to do over. But after they take them out, it's too late, ain't it? Okay, bye, guys. I'll see y'all again soon. I'm going to end this stream and find my ending stream. I love you, Frances. Love all of you. Bye.